On the Western Front of World War I, the battlefield did not end at the surface. Men fought in mud and wire above, and in silent, hidden tunnels below. In a cramped dugout along a flooded trench, Lieutenant Henry Cole and his men shared their rations with an unexpected visitor, a little mole that kept finding its way inside. They named him Moro. Nearly blind, Moro lived by touch and vibration, feeling the world through earth and stone. While the men cursed the mud, he moved through it like it was home. One cold, wet night, the trench seemed almost calm. No attack, no barrage, just the steady drip of rain into the mud and the soft creak of wooden beams overhead. The men slept where they could, boots still on, helmets within reach. Henry sat hunched over a scrap of paper, trying to write a letter home by the light of a guttering candle. Far beneath the surface, the enemy was moving. Sappers were carving a tunnel through the darkness, picks biting quietly into the soil, packing explosives deep under the very earth that held Henry's trench together. When the mine went off, it would not give them time to run. Moro felt it first. Curled beside Henry's boots, he suddenly stiffened. Tiny tremors, far too deep and faint for human senses, ran through the packed earth like a whisper. To the men, the trench was still. To him, the ground was humming. He pressed his body flat to the floor, snout testing every quiver in the soil, then burst into frantic motion. The little mole scrambled up Henry's leg, clawed at his tunic, and dropped back down to dig furiously, at the center of the dugout floor, as if trying to show him where the danger truly lay. Annoyed at first, Henry put his hand to the ground and froze. Behind the drip of rain, he felt it, a distant, steady rhythm, like a heartbeat made of metal. The bite of picks inching closer directly beneath their feet. He didn't wait for orders. Henry kicked the others awake, his voice low but urgent, telling them to grab their gear and the wounded and get out. Now. Half-dressed, half asleep, they stumbled into the trench, dragging stretchers through the sucking mud, moving to a reserve line farther back, away from the spot where Moro had dug. Minutes later, the mine detonated. The ground they had just left erupted in a roar of earth, wood, and fire, ripping the dugout open, and throwing mud and splinters into the sky. Where they had been sleeping was now a smoking crater. In the days that followed, someone scratched the shape of a tiny mole into the wall of the new shelter and wrote 4 simple words beside it. Moro, the mole beneath the trench. To the men who survived that night, he was not a pest in the dirt, but the unseen listener who heard death coming, long before any human did.